It also depends what kind of gorilla. Like, we don't know what kind of gorilla.
Absolutely.
But every model they show, the gorilla is like Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like huge, like, okay.
King Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla. Hey, what's up? It's Michael. Yo, happy Monday. It's Monday, right, Rudy?
It is Monday.
It is Monday, man. Thank you for coming out this weekend. I start my residency at Mad Apple Comedy. Well, Mad Apple Show, Cirque du Soleil. All the details, michaelyo.com. Also, big shout outs to DraftKings. Every new customer spend $5, get $200 in bonus bets. So that's very cool. All the information in the description. Do it. Big shout outs to DraftKings. All right, what do we got, Rudy?
So this has been hopping around the internet for the last couple of days.
Yep.
Who would win in a fight, 100 men or one gorilla?
Okay. So I've been reading a lot about this too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the original tweet that started this?
No, I didn't.
The original tweet, put it up because you can find it. No, actually don't put it up because it has a slur word.
Okay.
But it goes, this is from a black dude. He goes, I bet 100 can beat a gorilla. N-word. I bet 100 N-words could beat a gorilla. And a white person took it and was like, that's funny. Let me put it out like a proper way where people will actually interact. And it blew up.
Yeah.
So Sean McGill, who goes out with us. He's the photographer.
Yeah, from Miami.
His dad is a big animal guy. And his dad was like, no, I know a lot of people saying the gorilla will win, but he goes, there's no way a gorilla would beat 100 men. So I'll take his dad's point of view because he's a professional. He's worked with animals all his life. He said just the gorilla is not mean-natured. And that's why it wouldn't. Yeah. It will defend itself to a certain point, but it's not mean-natured.
Yeah.
Like people are, you know?
I had a thought about this on the way here. And if it's like a Jane Goodall gorilla in the midst that is just like kind of hanging, but it will defend itself, but it's like kind of just like it's very docile. And if it's a silverback who is angry and like, like when they show, what was it, Dwayne Johnson in Rampage, when he's got that ape, I'm like, that ape wins every single time.
It also depends what kind of gorilla. Like, we don't know what kind of gorilla.
Absolutely.
But every model they show, the gorilla is like Godzilla. Yeah. Like huge, like, okay.
King Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla. That's what I meant to say, right?
The ape is a giant lizard.
It's a lizard. It turns into a lizard. It just blows fire on everyone. It's crazy. No, but it's, King Kong. But the gorilla's not going to be as big as King Kong, let's be honest. So who do you think would win?
If it's one at a time, gorilla wins.
But who gonna fight a gorilla one at a time?
Absolutely.
Those are like those old school kung fu movies. Yeah. Where there'll be 1,000 men and then they wait their turn to get their ass whooped. It's like, why are you waiting? Just all jump on them at once.
Yeah. I think you break it off. You section it out. You take 33 dudes and go, all right, you first 33, you got to wear this thing down. Everybody. I think the biggest thing would be to just try to figure out a way to contain it. Like everybody lock arms and just try to hold it.
No. See, you're trying to get everybody killed. What? No, what you do is they don't have great endurance. So what you need to do is make it run a lot and distract it where you tired it out.
Rope a dope.
Yeah. Like I would not do 33. I would have like 10 people start, but all at different points about 50 yards away from the gorilla. And then I have some run in and make a bunch of noise, and the gorilla runs at it, and then they run out, and then the other group will run in to distract him, just confuse him.
Oh, yeah. Guerrilla warfare.
We
turn it around.
That's right. The gorilla.
We go guerrilla warfare on the gorilla.
That's right.
Brilliant. We figured it out.
Oh
my God.
See? Yes. That's what you would do.
Yeah.
And then you just wear it down mentally. Yeah. You play some Taylor Swift music. I mean, the gorilla, it's going after these people, and these people make noise. And then you move closer and closer. And when he gets tired, it's like a heavyweight fight. When they get tired, then all 100 people jump on it at once.
That's a good point.
You can't do one, but all 100.
Yeah.
After you die, all 100 at once.
I don't even think we need 100 now that we figured this out. I say that we cut it to 50 and we pocket the rest.
You're going to pocket 50 people?
No, we pocket the money.
Oh, don't pay.
Yeah, we just.
Oh, I didn't know money was involved.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a stipend somewhere. I mean,
hey, maybe Netflix will buy it. Live broad, dude. Kid, this would go bro.
Amazing.
Netflix live 100 Men versus Gorilla. Don't trust me. Netflix is trying to do this right now. Like what 100 Men? Because the way television going, we will, I believe, in competition in the next 50 years, see live deaths like Squid Games.
Sure.
I think right now, because the reason why I say that, I remember 15 years ago, they like, oh, we can't show this video. Too much violent content. Then it was like, oh, we can show it, but we're going to show you to the point of the violent content. Then it's like, oh, we're going to blur the violent content. Then it's like, oh, we're going to show you the first second of the content. Now it's just, they show the whole thing. So that's the progression over the last 15 years. I'm telling you, one day there will be a game show where it's called Life or Death, but it really is. Mm-hmm. Like you can die on this show and it will be the biggest show in the world and people will watch it because there will be desperate people in a position where it's like, yeah. I mean, just think, I'm a terrible example right now. Just think, you're dying from something and you can make your family all this money, just like in Squid Games. Mm-hmm. Some people would take that chance. They're like, I'm going to die anyway. Absolutely. Why not go out like this?
Yeah. We call it terminal patient.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
You got 6 months to live. Why not,
and then some people just warriors, bro. They're just crazy. Like, yo, I'm going to win. I don't care. Yeah. I'm going. Yeah. TV, mark this podcast. One day, 50 to 60 years from now, that will be on, maybe even sooner. Mm-hmm. The way, because we're so bored with normalcy anymore, you know?
Well, do you remember, I know there's a lot of like younger viewers that might not remember this, even though like what my daughter's watching nowadays, it's just so normal for her to just watch TV or entertainment with swear words in it. But do you remember a time before Janet Jackson in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like ABC had a show called NYPD Blue, where Dennis Franz, an elderly, diminutive fat guy, just showed his ass on television. It was like ABC primetime, and they just totally allowed it to happen. And then Janet Jackson hits, and everything goes like super stale.
That's why Ted Lasso did so well. It gave people that hope of just, oh, this is so nice.
It was wholesome, but then on top of it, there were like undertones of adult matter.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like This Is Us when it was big. It made you feel good. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what people say, man. At the end, we all just want to love our families and feel good at the end of watching something. And I think that's what switched with me over like the last year and a half. It's like comedy. I got to a point where I was going to try to push the limits, but then I was like, why? I just want people to feel good when they leave my show.
Yeah.
I want people to be like, yo, I like that dude and he's hilarious. Mm-hmm. You know, he didn't push any buttons, because I really don't do that in real life.
Yeah.
I'm not that dude. You know?
Yeah, you know how to straddle both worlds.
I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do.
Yeah.
I know how to make my points, but I know how to not yell at you making my points.
Yeah, you said something interesting on the streets of Austin the other day. You said something like, I'm not squeaky clean, but I'm clean, or there was a phrase.
Yes,
what was the
person
phrase?
on a podcast. I think it was on, my friend Brad Booker, who's a radio DJ. He was interviewing me and he goes, you're not spotless. You're not squeaky. Wait, now I'm messing up. You're not spotless. You're squeaky. Something about speaking. God, it was so good.
It was good. Yeah.
You're not spotless. You're not squeaky clean. It's something to the degree you're not squeaky clean, but you're not spotless.
Yeah, you're not clean. Yeah, you're clean, but you're not spotless.
Yes.
I think that's what it was.
You're a clean comic, but you're not spotless.
Yeah.
And that describes me. Boom.
Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, that's the smartest thing you ever said in your life. Hey, what's going on? It's Michael Yo. When I'm not dominating a basketball court, I'm at home. Can't wait for the NBA playoffs and play-ins. And I'm excited to team up with DraftKings because right now, if you bet $5 for new customers, you will get $200 in bonus credit instantly. But you got to use the code word YOBET. That's YOBET. It's not my bet. It's Yo Bet. The crown is yours. Please, please, please. You just saw the commercial. My wife was doing the hands, obviously. But if you could click on that link, and definitely, if you do bet, you bet responsibly, but use my link, use the code YOBET. It would mean so much to me and the show. And as always, I'm on tour, so michaelyo.com for all that information. Thank you. Like, I remember I was in a green room with Jim Gaffigan, and he goes, can you believe people get mad when I say hell? Because they think it's a curse word. I'm so clean, they think hell is a curse word. So he goes, so in an indirect way, he's like, don't dig yourself into that hole. be yourself. If you want to be clean, but it's kind of like, hey, be clean, but not spotless.
Yeah.
And I think my friend Brad Booker in Austin, Texas, the radio DJ, man, that's how I want my comedy to be. I want it to be clean, but not spotless, where it kind of pushes you here and there, but not spotless.
Yeah. Also, at the end of it, like I look at guys like Jay Leno. I see what Jay Leno's been up to these days. And, I look at it and go, I wonder if Jay ever has it inside of him that he goes, I wish I would have maybe just one time.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I think every comic, I know a really big comic that's known as clean. And he's like, it sucks because I never can change.
Yeah.
Because my audience expects that. And if I did change, then I would lose a lot of it.
Yeah.
And they're stuck in that thing where they really can't be themselves, because I've hung out with this person. And he's really not like that in real life. Like there's a little edge to him. There's a lot of edge to him. But he knows he never can do that on stage. I don't think he would lose his audience, but it's also, he didn't build his audience from that way. So he would lose some.
Yeah. You look at Bill Burr right now and how I just love the fact that he's so introspective. And he's looking at himself in a different light than what his audience is.
So his normal audience is like, oh, you're too woke now. It's like, no. And I'm telling you, if I ever interview Bill Burr, I guarantee it's driven from kids, having kids, interracial kids.
Sure.
That's why he took that turn. Because it's different when adults get affected by it than seeing your own kids get affected by it. Mm-hmm. You can love an adult, but be like, it's just the way it is. But when your kids are getting infected, you're like, yo, we need to make changes like fast. I just noticed we did this whole 2 podcasts without my lights on.
That's all right.
Hopefully it came out okay.
Yeah, it still looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. I want to read this story. Horseman rides into Walmart. In a bizarre scene, a horseman was spotted riding through a Walmart store, leaving shoppers bewildered. What's the craziest thing you've seen? So a guy on a horse was riding through Walmart. What's the craziest thing you've seen in a store or Walmart?
Craziest thing? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, there's, the thing is like my 20s were like such a blur. In fact, I ran into some.
Why were they a blur?
I lived in Wisconsin, La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's a big college town.
Drinking and
partying. You're up all night.
So when you say you're 20, all your 20s?
27 was when my daughter was born.
Okay.
So that was like the start of, but I was also working in rock radio at the time and had to be out.
Living that lifestyle.
So I had to be out. There were times where like I had to be out till midnight and whatnot. But there was a, I don't even know if you could constitute this as like a Walmart, but there was like a Walgreens or something that was in downtown La Crosse that we had walked into one time. And man, just letting it out, just right there, just pissing right on the floor. And as I like walk by, I was like, hey, are we, and the lady goes, this is like a thing. It happens all the time. Like, don't worry about it. We'll clean it up. It's just, he's drunk. He's a homeless guy. He comes in, he pees, we clean it up. He goes away. I was like, this is what we're allowing to have happen? And she's like, well, like, what are we going to do? Like, first off, it's 2:00 in the morning in downtown La Crosse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to fight a homeless guy for, and at the time, this was 2002. The lady's like, I make $7.50 an hour. Do you think I care about the floors of Walmart?
And I also defend that when it's like employees at Walmart or all these stores, why are you chasing criminals that steal stuff from your store?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that? Like, risking your life for $15 an hour? Like, guess what? Walmart can replace whatever they stole. I would be the one that just, all right, go. No, I'm not chasing you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, because it's not your job.
Yeah. I used to do a bit about working for a company called Lovesac. We've talked about this before. Yeah. But this happened like in a meeting one time when we had to have a loss prevention meeting. And one of the people, the trainers, said something like, what would you do if somebody came in and just grabbed 2 throw pillows off of a couch and walked out? I said, I would yell, you forgot the matching throw blanket.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill myself over a $15 an hour job for you guys? Like, that's totally not worth it. There's no way. I wouldn't do that for my own stuff.
No.
There's no way.
100%. If somebody walked in my house and started taking stuff, well, I got guns. So then that's different.
Yeah,
but in your house, but no matter where I worked, when I worked at Fuddruckers, somebody took extra toppings. I'm not going to give me like, put those back.
Oh, yeah. Like, dude, where are you in life? Yeah. There was a lady who worked at like the what are they called? Like Tervis cup store.
Tervis cup? What's that?
Is it called Tervis or Tarvis? It's like a cup that it's almost like it's like the plastic cups that are super thick with the big straws on them. They were all the rage probably like 10 years ago. 10, 15
Tumblers?
years ago. They were like tumblers almost.
Yeah.
There was a lady who worked at the store across the hallway from Lovesack, and I watched that lady just tackle a kid one time. He was like this huge 17-year-old. I'm like, dude, you're 41.
Yeah,
why do you care? Why do you care? What's the difference? So, they're going to take it out of your paycheck and lose $8? I'll give you the $8 if you just not put yourself in harm's way.
So if anyone that hires jobs in the future, we will never get hired, obviously, because if we don't keep our comedy careers going, this podcast proves no one will ever hire us because we'll let everybody steal from your store because it's not worth risking our lives to save your little product.
Yeah. I don't understand people who make that little amount of money and just lose their minds over jobs. Like I had an old manager who was just like so adamant about like, we need to make sales quotas. I was like, why?
Because he gets bonuses off of them.
He does.
That's
I
why,
don't.
Exactly. So that's why it was so
I don't
important.
care. Yeah, I don't get. I don't know, man. I do like people who are passionate about things. I don't understand people who are passionate about things that don't pertain to them. I like my sports teams. I like the Green Bay Packers. I would never lose my mind or like fist fight a fan of a different team just because my team lost or won.
But I know some people that would.
Absolutely.
100%.
You have nothing else going on in your life where you're that passionate about a thing that you have. And it's not like you get in a fist fight and then on Monday, the head coach calls you up and is like, really thank you for defending our team. Really appreciate it. It's like, no,
right?
It's a moron. You lost a tooth in a parking lot now.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Anything you want to promote? You got a lot of shows coming up. Yeah. Let me just say, I'm at Mad Apple. Throw up the graphic. Starting tomorrow, May 6th through the 31st. And then, of course, Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 o'clock. We're going to keep that going as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will be this week, Thursday through Sunday. I will be at Sunnyvale, California at Rooster Teeth Feathers with Jonathan Kite. Following weekend, I'm going to take off a couple of weeks there, and then I'll be back in Tacoma, Washington, the last weekend of May, and then June 1st, we're in Vancouver
June 1st, Vancouver. As I'm speaking, the show might be sold out. I don't know. I got to check, but it's very close. If it's not sold out already, it's very close. I appreciate the love. All you people in Vancouver, Canada, even though your country hates us right now, and I get it. I understand why. We will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching The Yo Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. It means a lot. And if you saw my DraftKings commercial, make sure if you bet on games, please, please, please use my link. It helps out the show tremendously. You don't know how much it helps out the show tremendously. All right. We'll see you next time. Later.